Hey, welcome, Godzilla fans. It's Purple Stuff talking to you again. I wanted to go into some more depth on some of my figures. I just gloss by on and stuff. And today we're gonna go with Gigan. For right now, I'm gonna go with the younger guys. You know, Gigan from Final Wars, badass. Legs are a little fucked up. I don't know how he walked around with those feet, but oh well. Maybe that's why they had those weird things. But then I saw a movie called on YouTube. If you're a Godzilla fan, look up Godzilla Ultimate Kaiju Millennia series. It's really cool. It shows this suit with this Godzilla fighting, and it's the kind of fight I wish they had in Final Wars, but they didn't. They pulled this crap. Godzilla looking at Gigan. Gigan just like gets ready to go and pooh! You know, just like all the monster fights in that one. Because apparently the giant monsters were taken away from the human actors who were too busy trying to rip off X-Men or whatever that movie was, dude. I don't know. Final Wars is not my favorite. And then we got classic Gigan. Used to always love this guy, dude. Just remember seeing him as a kid and stuff, and just be like, that is the weirdest of all monster, and that buzzsaw is nasty as hell. Then let's look at all the details they changed. It's pretty much the same guy. Except this Gigan is very jealous of this Gigan, because this Gigan has all sorts of tools. You know, little blades that shoot out and stuff. Not that it did him any good, but I blame the director. And this Gigan always kind of ran away. But at least they are both, if you can see it or not, very sparkly. That's one thing I like. Gigan was cool for an alien. Alright, next up, next favorite alien monster is Hydra, or the smog monster. Now, this is a nasty ass monster, man. He's not gonna back down on you. He's gonna pollute your air. He's gonna screw up your hero. He's gonna like kill all your fish and turn them into bones, wreck your tuna fish. He's hell cool. I love this version. It's the Bandai Movie Monsters one. There's another one called Deluxe, but he is, everyone's like, oh, I don't like Hydra because you can't pose him. I mean, that's what the actor in the suit said too. This thing was like 10 times bigger than Godzilla, man. It's like the best you could do is like wave your arms as hard as you can just to get him to move an inch. He's got this little tail thing. It'd be cool if I went in flying mode, dude. Because Hydra started out the whole monster in three forms trend, which was picked up by our oxygen destroying friend, Destroyer. Now, I don't know about yours, but this is like a Bandai one. Just a repaint. It's not worth much, but, I like it. It's just, The only thing I have is like the horn. It got a weird bulb in the end of it, and I don't know. It looks like a big penis. It's freaking me out. And some weirder stuff, dude. I got these from Amazon. It's the Mothra twins. And I suppose they are Mothra twins from, well, one at a time. It's kind of hard to show these. This guy has no articulation at all. None. He just sits there like a turd. Blue-eyed Mothra. Now, I'm assuming these are the ones from Tokyo SOS, because it's like kind of has all those guys in the box. Get their little tails, and then they have this and the other side of them. And this one, oddly enough, has articulation, but it makes no sense. Instead of making them like move like a caterpillar. You can move this one this way, and this way. But I like this one better because it's got the open mouth. It's strings for all of you. I guess he can sit up a little bit. That's why the mouth is open. This guy just sits there like he's about to get his ass kicked, and this goes up a little bit. But the Mothra babies, the turds. And what do we got next? We have the Final Wars figures. Alright, my favorite Godzilla of all time is... Get out of here, Jaguar. Is Godzilla 90s. Well, Showa series too. But then we have Final Wars Godzilla. Makes all the monsters like new tech and stuff. And you can see where they have little, like, design similarities. They got this weird crest thing on the neck that Millennium Godzilla had. Except he had like a hell of a lot bigger neck. Kind of like the return to the 4 toes. Those weird little toes the 54 Godzilla had. And this guy has a lot in common with the 54 Godzilla. Gojira. And I think that's what they were going for. They just wanted, like, an eviler head look or something like that. And he also comes with, well, they weren't his buddies in the movies, but it's probably because he knew they would be in roll control. They got Rodan, Final Wars Rodan, which I was glad because they had Fire Rodan and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, but he was just a baby and he didn't really look like a Rodan. He had 3 horns. I mean, this Rodan goes back to the old kind of classic look, but not quite so, because here's classic Rodan, and here's Final Wars Rodan. It's just, a streamlined, polished copy of him. But they did it this way. I liked what they did with his body and stuff. Brought the spikes all the way down to his knees and legs and stuff. That's kind of cool. And at least there's no weird green paint on his back, and you still got the same kind of look to him. Anyway, I pre-ordered SH Monster Arts Fire Rodan, so I can do a review on that. Hopefully I can be the first one out. And then there's Final Wars Anguirus. God, he had the best voice, man. I wish I had that on tracks, but I don't want to pay for any. God knows Toho comes after me, so excuse me. But I really like how they did the back feet like that. Could you imagine if the actor had to put up with that? Look where the toes are. And it was just a way of disguising it. It's like some guy on his knees, but the Final Wars Anguirus was cool, dude. And I got so psyched for seeing that movie because it had Gigan in it and, some classic monsters. But I guess the human characters were so appealing and they screwed that whole movie up. And it wasn't about the human thing, because, like, last time you watch a Godzilla movie, I mean, after seeing it 1,000 times, you know what's going on. You fast forward to the monster fight. But at least those guys were fighting. But it was still all like Dragon Ball Z. And, I'm more powerful than you. And 5 minutes of rocks flying up in the air and shit. But anyway, at least the aliens came back. It wasn't like future humans or, oh my God, Godzilla's under attack by something we made with clones from his own body. We got to stop doing that. Anyway, take it easy and think I got some good news. After a week later, they got the UPS tag for goddamn Mechagodzilla. Or, I mean, Space Godzilla. So hopefully that'll have a happy ending. And take care, everyone. G out.